to the Republicans and their anti-slavery stance that in 1860, just 6 weeks after the election of the first...
What?
Oh, flight Sunseeker, head to Marina. What's good, you guys? Your boy Deal to the MO, back at it like a crack addict with these mathematics, soft fabric. So I do cause steady. And we here with another reaction, man. I just finished reacting to the truth about the Democratic Party on PragerU. Now, I have to react to the truth about the Republican Party on PragerU. Like I said before I ended the video of the last one, I understand PragerU is a right-wing company, so of course they're gonna probably big up their side more than the Democratic Party, which is understandable because I would do the same thing. Sorry, that's my dog in the background. Somebody probably at the door. My people gonna get it. But anyway, so I already know how that goes. For me, that barking just kind of fucked me up. If you fuck with the content, please like, comment, subscribe. If you want me to react to one of your videos, put it down below, man. And put it on my TikTok here, man. Let's get into this shit.
Racist, sexist, Republican. These words are virtually interchangeable,
back at it.
At least according to most professors,
Carol.
journalists, and celebrities.
Big C.
So are they right? Let's take a look at history. The Republican Party was created in 1854. The first Republican Party platform, adopted at the party's first national convention in 1856, promised to defeat, quote, those twin relics of barbarism, polygamy and slavery. Those twin relics were spreading into the Western territories. Republicans feared that as those territories became states, polygamy and slavery might become permanent parts of American life. Polygamy, the marriage of one man to multiple women, devalued women and made them a kind of property. Slavery, of course, did the same.
Is that true, guys? Put it in the comments. Does polygamy, I've heard of it, but I never dived into it because that's not my thing. But does polygamy really devalue women? And don't women outnumber men? So it would be kind of in a man's best interest to have a couple honeys, you heard?
I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
That's too damn bad!
Yep. By myself? Oh, okay. Cool. Whatever. If you know more about that, or if you live that lifestyle, or have heard of people living that lifestyle, put in the comment below, you heard? Let's get into this shit.
Same to blacks, literally. The Democrats were so opposed to the Republicans and their anti-slavery stance that in 1860, just 6 weeks after the election of the first Republican president, Abraham Lincoln, South Carolina, a state dominated by Democrats, voted to secede from the Union. The Civil War that followed was the bloodiest war in U.S. history.
Shout out to South Carolina. I love South Carolina, son. I lived out there. I lived in Charleston specifically for 6 years, son. The people out there in South Carolina is so dope, son. If you ever from the upper north and all that, if you ever just from other parts of America in the first place, if you ever want to have a good time, go to Charleston, son. That shit is fire. Don't stay out there too long. You might get bored if you used to like the big city life like I'm out here in New York. But Charleston's fire. The people is dope. The food is great. Nigel's? There's this restaurant. I'll put it here. There's this restaurant. They have two. I think they have one in Somerville and they have one off Rivers Avenue. No. Actually, Phosphate Avenue. I said River. Nigel's. Soul food. Top tier. Respectfully. Like, anyway, my fat ass.
It led to the passage by Republicans of the 13th Amendment, which freed the slaves, the 14th Amendment, which gave them citizenship, and the 15th Amendment, which gave them the vote. In 1870, the first black senator and the first black congressman were sworn in, both Republicans. In fact, every black representative in the House until 1935 was a Republican, and every black senator until 1979 was too. For that matter, the first female member of Congress was a Republican. The first Hispanic governor and senator were Republicans. The first Asian senator, you get the idea.
So that means that the Republican Party was more inclusive than the Democratic Party since the inception. Because we already, if you watched the last video, I'll put it up there. We understand that the Democratic Party was saying fuck niggas. Respectfully. They were like, nah, we don't fuck with them niggas. Niggas poverty. And they got state poverty. What are you talking about? You feel me? But the Republican Party, feel me, had its first female member, was the first people to have the Hispanic governor and senator, and the first Asian senator. So they was more inclusive about the American dream being America being a melting pot than the Democratic Party, it seems. So shout out to my Republicans, man. I ain't gonna lie. During when Trump first came into office, I was manipulated into thinking that he's a bad person, right? And they kept bringing up the Central Park Five. As a man from New York City, if that would have happened to my family member, right? And then the people who was convicted of the crime, white, black, blue, green, whatever, I would have said the same shit Trump said. Yeah, they need to get hung. They need to whatever the fuck he said in that newspaper. I would have said the same thing because that's brutal. That's fucked up. What happened to that woman, right? Come to find out, she lied. Like, you feel me? But I'm saying the first initial reaction, especially as a man who's a protector, that's what the fuck I would have said the same shit. Feel me? If it was a group of white boys went in the park and a black woman was jogging and then she got all worded, right? And then the cops came, the news media, and they said it was these group of 5 white boys, I would have said the same shit. Is that really racist? No, nigga. Like, I would have said the same thing. You feel me? Now I'll probably be looked at crazy after I found out that they y'all seen the stream. If I found out that the situation was false and then them 5 men went out, I think one thing Trump didn't do, which I didn't see video of it or proof or media, whatever, of Trump apologizing for what he said. Because if I found out I'm wrong, I'll apologize years later when they got exonerated. I would apologize. Like, you know what? I was told this in the media. This is going through the news, and I said some things which I felt was correct at the time. But I apologize because at the end of the day, they was found not guilty and they was exonerated because they didn't do it. I would have did that. But if Trump didn't apologize, he Trump, son. Like, of course he not gonna fucking apologize. Like, but anyway, let's go.
Republicans also kept their pledge to defend women's rights. In 1862, the Morrill Anti-Bigamy Act was passed by the Republican-controlled Congress to put an end to polygamy. In 1920, after 52 years of Democratic Party opposition, the 19th Amendment was ratified thanks to the Republican Congress, which pressured Democratic President Woodrow Wilson to drop his opposition to women's rights. In the final tally, only 59% of House Democrats and 41% of Senate Democrats supported women's suffrage. That's compared to 91% of House Republicans and 82% of Senate Republicans.
And it's funny. You see, the Democratic Party are the only ones that's promoting women to be promiscuous and be hoes and shit like that. The Republican Party not on that type of time. I've seen the Republican and Democratic rallies. The Republican women be chilling, proper, prune, proper, from the blacks, the whites, the Asians, whatever creative race they are. They be chilling, like, you feel me? They just naturally feminine women. You don't really see them getting too crazy, right? But on the Democrat side, oh my God, I used to be seeing them in the fucking streets and all that, shaking their ass. Yeah, we're women, we could do whatever we want, yeah. Showing titties. I was sitting there like, what the fuck is going on here? Do you know that they making you less valuable, especially to men who really got, especially the men who really want wives and kids, which most men want wives and kids. Like, you feel your value is believing what the fuck these motherfuckers is telling you, man. That's why they be having Cardi B be the first spokesperson for the Democrats. That's why you looked at the BET Awards, there was nothing but women through the whole Women Awards, which is alright. Like, you feel me? But if you putting money behind that agenda, because it was particularly more black women because of the BET Awards. But yeah, you only putting money behind it because you know women, no disrespect to y'all, I love y'all, it's easy to manipulate. And you already know black women hold the highest vote in the Democratic Party because it's easy to manipulate women. Like, you feel me? And then y'all pander to the black women in general. But anyway, I'm rambling.
There certainly was a war on women, and it was led by the Democratic Party.
There's still a
But
war
where
on them.
Republicans had won a major battle for women's rights, the fight for black civil rights had a long way to go.
Facts.
In the 1920s, Republican President Calvin Coolidge declared that the rights of blacks are just as sacred as those of any other citizen.
Calvin, what's
By
up, God?
contrast, when famed sprinter Jesse Owens, a staunch Republican, won 4 gold medals at the 1936 Berlin Olympics,
Big
he
Jesse.
was snubbed by Democratic President Franklin Roosevelt.
That's crazy.
Roosevelt only invited white Olympians
I
to the White
remember
House.
hearing that
2
story.
decades later, it was a Republican president, Dwight Eisenhower, who sent the 101st Airborne Division to escort black students into Little Rock Central High when Arkansas Governor Orville Forbes, a Democrat, refused to honor a court order to integrate the state's public schools. The Civil Rights Act of 1960,
The plot thickens.
which outlawed poll taxes and other racist measures meant to keep blacks from voting, was filibustered by 18 Democrats for 125 hours.
Of course it was.
Not one Republican senator opposed the bill. Its follow-up bill, the Civil Rights Act of 1964, is one of the landmark pieces of legislation in American history. That, too, survived a filibuster by Democrats thanks to overwhelming Republican support. But you might...
Sorry, not sorry. I love my people, son. Like, I love black people. The shit that we went through, especially here in America, the shit that we went through, and that we still strive to be successful regardless of all of that shit. Yo, the resilience, bro. It's the resilience, bro. I love my people, son.
I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all.
I love y'all, man.
might be thinking, all that's in the past. What have Republicans done for women and blacks lately?
Okay.
The answer you'd hear from professors,
Carol. What have they done for us lately, huh?
journalists, and celebrities is not much. And this time they'd be right. They'd be right because the Republican Party treats blacks and women as it treats everyone, as equals. The Democratic Party never has, and it still doesn't. Today's Democrats treat...
She shit it all on my face just now. You heard? She like, yeah, my nigga, we gonna do for everybody. Like, I respect that. It is what it is. But let's go. Shout out to Carol.
blacks and women as victims who aren't capable of succeeding on their own. The truth is, this is just a new kind of contempt. So there is a party with a long history of racism and sexism, but it ain't the Republicans. I'm Carol Swain for Prager University. Thanks for watching.
Sorry, I cut you off again, Carol. But this was interesting, son. This is really interesting. See, I never knew all that. Like, I knew some of it, for me, but bits and pieces of the information. But for her to get so detailed, even in the 5 minutes, it's only 5 minutes, to get so detailed about how shit went on from the Civil War on, that shit is fire to me, son. If you fuck with this type of content, man, please just like, comment, subscribe. You feel me? But anywho. It's your boy Dave to the D to the M. Remember, protect your motherfucking peace. Don't let I tell you can't do what the fuck you want to do on here. Be the best version of you. You can be. Protect these kids. Protect yourself from this bum ass virus and always remember, the government is your boy. I love you. I love you. I love you. Peace. You hear me? We out of here.